Well, from the outside looking in, sneakerhead culture may be seen as a niche obsession, but the culture extends beyond a large collection of shoes or a particular sport.
As CBS 17's Nick Sturdivant reports, an NC State professor is exploring the world of sneakers and the people who are part of this unique subculture.
For some, they're just as magical as Cinderella's glass slipper. From the basketball court to the ball field to the casual stroll, sneakers are not just functional, but a lifestyle.
It's a huge part of who I am, and you make that space for yourself.
Sneakers are just me. They're who I am. Like, even when I go to work now, like, it's almost like my coworkers and are looking to see what I have on my feet that day.
Dr. Delisha Matthews, associate professor in the Department of Textile and Apparel, Technology and Management at NC State University, says her fascination with sneakers started at an early age.
I grew up with a cousin who was all about sneakers. I'm going to take it way back to Bo Jackson and his sneakers that he came out with.
Matthews' fascination now developing into the focus of her research. In her project, I Wear, Therefore I Am, she dives deep into sneakerhead culture. So what's a sneakerhead? Matthews defines it as, quote, an individual who collects, trades, or admires sneakers.
Beyond just the shoe, it was a part of like their maturation. Like, man, you got to middle school, you got your first pair of Jordans.
Josh Leek works in tech, and Kayla Wachukwu is a neuroscientist.
Being a sneakerhead has a story behind it, and I think now people are kind of losing what the story is, but it's like almost every pair of shoes I have, it would be, oh, I remember when I got that.
Both call themselves sneakerheads. Matthews' research directly ties the rise of hip-hop in the late 1970s, early 80s, with the start of sneakerhead subculture.
My motivation was because, I wanted to tell the story of our culture and how sneakers are ingrained in black culture.
The early beginnings consisting of notable sneakers like Adidas Shell Toes and Puma Clydes. Then, in the mid-1980s, the introduction of Nike Air Jordans, a line of shoes that Matthews and the owners of Capital Buy Sell Trade in Raleigh say still reigns supreme.
In this area especially, absolutely.
The jump man will always live.
Yeah.
Even with a younger generation.
I mean, at this point, you're what, 2 generations removed from him actually playing. The kids in college and the NBA didn't actually watch him. It became a culture.
It's what that original Jordan 1 first stood for, he decided to take those finds just so he could wear those shoes. He decided to break the mold, and I think that counterculture is something that a lot of sneakerheads get behind.
As a part of her research, Matthews interviewed a dozen male sneakerheads between the ages of 23 to 44. Most of the interviewees have a deep connection with Michael Jordan and his shoes. However,
in fact, the younger sneakerheads weren't just so focused on basketball shoes either. I mean, we know that Jordans account for over half of the market for basketball shoes, but they were even interested in more comfort-oriented shoes, like some of the Adidas.
She found that younger people even gravitate to celebrity collaborations like rapper Travis Scott's collab with Jordan.
What was your biggest takeaway from doing those interviews with those men?
Going into my research, I thought it was about, the consumption, making sure that I get every single one of those pairs when they drop. But it's deeper. It's about community. It's about, making shoe contact before you make eye contact to know, oh yeah, that's one of my people.
Nick Sturdivant, CBS 17 News.
And Dr. Matthews says she wants to do research into another important part of this culture, and that's female sneakerheads. Tonight at 11, we are taking a look inside the business side of sneaker culture and what's grown into a multi-billion-dollar industry.